10 standing by.
Standing by.
Red 3 standing by.
Red 6 standing by.
Red 9 standing by.
Red 2 standing by.
Red 11 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Sarlacc Digest, a podcast bringing you line talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is our 11th episode being recorded on Force Friday, September 1st, 2017, which also brings us to 104 days till we wait in line for The Last Jedi. I am your host, Darth Moocher, and I am joined here today with...
This is Darth Dad. This is Chris. Patiently awaiting the new Star Wars spin-off movie, confirmed, unconfirmed pork chops.
Right.
So that'll be the next segment. So we'll be all up on that.
Yes, and also joining...
Bootleg Joe, what do you hear? What do you say? Happy Force Friday, bitches.
Yes. We're going to get into Force Friday here really quick. But again, Scott Kruger from Nerds with Attitude podcast is here joining us again. Welcome.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Definitely. Anytime. The door is always welcome. You know that. And Fanboy.
Fanboy, you gotta fight for your right to party. What's up, folks? It's Fives out here. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us.
Nice. There was a lot of energy, and we need it right after the Force Friday. We're going to get that. Fallen Fett can't be here with us today, so we're going to push forward. Force Friday, guys. It's today, September 1st, Force Friday 2, the second one they did. Your Sarlacc boys were there in full effect at our local Toys R Us. We were there early. We're first in line. We set up. There was probably a good 150 people maybe in line with us.
That line was huge.
Yeah,
as
it
I
was
drove
great.
by the place.
It was
like,
an
oh my
awesome
God.
turnout. Look, the energy was awesome, right? It was so cool. We got to meet a lot of cool people, talk with everybody. Like, that's what we do. We get in together. The Star Wars is a big social club. And we get to talk with everybody. So we made some new friends, and we met some listeners and met some old friends, too. And then it was quickly squashed. Our energy was flattened when they opened the doors up to us on our midnight premiere of the Star Wars toys and the marketing, everything. So let's get into it real fast. Well, let's just jump into it.
Well, tell you what, you and I went to the 1999
Yes.
Episode 1 front of the line type of mad rush going in.
That was insane.
That was fun, though.
Yeah,
It was
that was
fun.
you.
It was
Everybody ran in. We were diving into kiddie pools full of figures. You were jumping
Jingle
around,
all the way
right?
to the T.
Yeah, so I don't know why, and I haven't been around the last couple of years doing it, and I haven't been collecting a lot until this year and getting into the Pops hard and getting a couple Black Series. But I was so excited to be there and ready to go, and when that door opens and the automatic door opens, you're like, oh, look, there's Jeffrey, and I'm skipping the shirt and the posters. I'm going straight to the toy aisles,
Right.
and I want to see all these end caps and all the shippers and everything sitting there waiting for us. And we get there, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, you didn't even know it was freaking Star Wars. I went by the Nerf aisle. I went by the random toy aisle.
Yeah.
You finally get to the Star Wars aisle, you'd think, and you see the Marvel toys on one side, and you're like, is this? And you hang the
Zuvio in
corner.
effect, boy.
Yeah.
Then you hit the Star Wars half aisle full of old Black Series, man.
Wait a minute. You didn't know that Marvel is now part of the Star Wars galaxy?
Oh,
Exactly.
man,
And
honestly,
now-
well,
That's
Maybe that's what it.
That's
But
what it
they
was.
wouldn't let us buy any Marvel figures, so go figure, right?
right. Well, there we go. That's why Star-Lord was in an X-wing. I didn't get it.
We were definitely met with a wall of Nerf guns and lightsabers, and no.
The Hot Wheels. I mean, if you're a Hot Wheel collector,
Hot
good
Wheels,
for you,
okay.
because there was plenty of those.
This is what Toys R Us or predicted that was going to be the hot seller and whatnot. I mean, no Black Series, but one box of Black Series
Wave
that,
2.
that had Wave 2.
which-
Not
that's
even
cool.
Last Jedi toys. Okay, Wave 2.
We
which-
went in there specifically. We weren't getting a whole lot. None
No.
of us. I wanted Thrawn. That was it.
We had a list,
Fett,
guys.
Fett wanted like Hera and Thrawn. So you're like, two guys want Thrawn.
Yeah.
And there's two boxes at least, and we're in the front of the line. This should be no. problem.
like 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah.
Oh!
2 guys, 1 Thrawn.
Two guys, one Thrawn.
All right, guys. I'll be seeing you guys later. I'm gonna leave.
Well, it was definitely It was definitely it was something that when we hit the toy aisle and there was nothing there, like we half of us split. I did pick up the land speeder, and Mike Fanboy picked up the land speeder too, but that's it. And we were kind of like telling people in line, look, we didn't buy everything. Don't blame us. But there's nothing there when we got there, and there's nothing there.
I
now.
walked
at our
out
bags.
empty-handed.
Yeah.
I walked out empty-handed. And
Yeah.
you should have seen the line. Like, what the hell? You didn't get nothing. Like, there's nothing in there.
It was insane.
It was funny because I came around the corner. I had the GoPro. If you guys pay attention to that later on.
Yeah,
down
we'll
the
have
way,
that up on
'cause we'll
YouTube. We
that
have
on
a video
YouTube
of
at one
this,
point.
so.
But I came down there with the cart, and I had the GoPro on, And I'm kind of just chilling out. People are kind of rushing by me. I'm kind of just chilling out. I was having a good time because I only wanted the land speeder. I came around the corner and everyone's faces were dropped and they were like frantically looking to see where they've got the special.
They've got to be hiding them.
Right, where all the Black Series releases, where are they? There was none. It was a sad letdown.
I went back out to the aisle, and I'm looking around. You can see the dude that works there blocking the aisle, and kind of just with a smirk, I'm all,
Yeah, a smirk.
Do you see him?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
And I said, hey, is that it? He's all, that's it.
So
I'm all, well,
So this
fuck
is
me.
what we're going to get
I'm
into
all,
right here
that's
because
it.
we do have a little bit of a complaint, and Bootleg was there last year too, so he knows about this. He's a veteran on this. Bootleg, what's your theory on this?
Okay. let me gather up my rage here.
Get settled.
I gotta gather up my rage here. Last year I went and it was the same bullshit. And I'm talking as if this is Bootleg Joe.
Right.
I'm not representing the Sarlacc Digest because I don't want to. This is my rage coming out to Toys R Us in Victorville. So fuck you, Toys R Us in Victorville, and fuck all your employees also. So this is why I say this. Last year I went for the Rogue One. Okay. We get there. I'm sixth in line. Okay. There's about 30 people behind me. And they come out already with a bad attitude saying, everyone, we only got 6 Rhino hover pilots. I mean, not Rhino hover pilots, but hover pilots.
Right.
Right? And so we're going to give the first 6 people in line tickets to get these. So then she comes out and says, and we only have 2 Black Series helmets. We're not
The
going to tell you.
Stormtrooper ones.
We're not going to tell you where they're at. You just have to find them.
Oh, come on.
So
Okay.
they're being dicks to us already.
Go.
Out front, right? Then they come out with their stupid ass giraffe, dude, wanting to shake our hands. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face, dude. I want my figures. I don't want to shake your hand. I want my figures. So me and these group of guys are talking, we're having our genuine line talk, dude. I mean, and if you're listening, this is going to be a very toy heavy episode. We're going to be talking a lot about toys. So
That's what Force Friday was, yeah.
half of being a Star Wars fan is you're a toy collector.
Correct.
Okay, so we're talking, and I'm looking at these 2 guys in back of us, just glaring at us, like they're disgusted with us. And I look, and so we're theory crafting over Rogue One, right? What do you think is going to happen with this? What do you think is going to happen with that? And so
Part of the fun.
I look right at this guy and I say, "What do you think, bro?" And he's, "Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think Vader's going to kill Jin?" And we're talking about Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I pointed out, I was like, "You're a fucking scalper."
Yeah.
I looked, I was like,
Yeah.
"Why are you even here, dude?
Yeah.
Why are you here?" And this is what really pisses me off about Force Friday is the scalpers that are in line with us and the scalpers that are behind the walls. And this is why I say,
Yeah.
fuck you, Toys R Us, because I know you guys got scalpers back there that have all the boxes back there with you guys. That's why we only had 1 box last night. That's why we only had 2 boxes last year, because these guys are hoarding them for themselves.
Yeah.
I ain't stupid, dude. Yeah, Ernie says he's got connections, and people say they got connections here and there. I ain't stupid, dude. I know these guys have more boxes back there. So, believe me, I'm gonna make a noise. I'm gonna make noise to Hasbro and to Toys R Us, dude, because this shit's gotta stop, dude. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, it was just okay. So when we got there, you only saw one Black Series that was released, and that was Maz. That was it.
I didn't
No,
see
the box was there. The Wave 2, whatever's in Wave 2, it was 1 peg. 1 peg worth of
We saw
new-
a Praetorian Guard 1, Maz Katana 1, and I don't remember seeing anything else. And then they had an end cap full of Jin, all Rogue One, just right there.
so-
It's like filling in space, so we don't see it. We don't see.
That was my thing. It's like, okay, so this is Force Friday. This is when you release the figs, the toys. This is when you let it all hang out. Well, you don't hold it back till Saturday.
It was
or-
supposed to be. This was the tradition going.
Yeah,
leading
that's
up
my
to this.
point. It's like, I was expecting. This is my first time, guys.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm expecting a fanfare. I'm talking like loads of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking shippers and another aisle where you can find all the other figs that you didn't get. The 4-inch figs to the 6, and then
Right.
even more so on the what were the statues that were stationary?
Centerpiece?
The centerpieces and the Black Series vehicles. it was really
It
scarce.
was very lackluster.
So
and
for
that's
the very
saying,
first time, for somebody who's the very first time going out there, says, "Hey, I'm gonna take my afternoon. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna enjoy Force Friday. I'm gonna see what this is all about. See what the hype is all about." And Toys R Us, or the employees and or Hasbro, you guys let us down. That was a huge deal for people that are enjoying themselves for the first time to experience this type of to experience this for the very first time, and it was a huge letdown.
Yeah, the collecting industry is really taking a hit on this. Is because yes, we're all collectors, and all our kids, we buy for our kids also. We don't sit there and put it on eBay or whatnot. They're really ruining this tradition. They're really ruining the industry itself, where we're not going to Toys R Us anymore. Why do you think Amazon is taking over? Why do you think it was this? Because they're just keeping up with the supply and demand. So I'm going to be pissed off if Toys R Us comes around and says, "Oh, we're not making any money. We're not, we have to file bankruptcy." I'm like, dude, you could have made, millions.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing Force
Millions.
Friday next year. We're not going to do it midnight. Well, don't do it because I'm not going to be there anyway.
Exactly.
But it was like they're just trying to get themselves to stop it. And I get what you're saying about the scalpers, and I'm sure there are, right? But then you have Target, who obviously has much better control over it, because we know employees over there, and I spoke to one of them, and she said that they had it all wrapped in black all week, and they couldn't even see it. They couldn't touch it. They couldn't go near it. They knew there was a bunch. They knew they would set it up the night before, and they would get ready right then and have the seasonal department ready, so they couldn't touch it. Toys R Us, they knew what was coming in, or at least said they knew what was coming in. They knew what was there.
Sure.
Where Target was like, we have no clue what's right there. There's a big old pile of stuff that's ready
Well,
to come
Scott
out.
was at Target.
And Scott ended up hooking me up, calling me. What was it, like 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, Chris, I got a Thrawn for you." I'm all, "Are you serious right now at 11 o'clock in the morning?"
And then he meets me at Best Buy. I give him his Thrawn, and he's like, "What's in there?" And I said, "Another Thrawn." And, a couple other figures, Luke and Vader. Yeah, they were all...
So Target actually had some more figures, right? But it's still
I'm old school with this.
Sure.
I've done every midnight release for a Star Wars movie since '99. I didn't stop. I've gone to every midnight release, and they've just gone progressively worse as time's gone on. And the last Force Friday I did midnight for was for The Force Awakens.
Okay, so Force Friday 1.
Force Friday 1.
Right? Is that,
that was it. And then I walked into Toys R Us with my buddy Mike, and we walked out with nothing. And I'm like, I'm not going to go here again. So for Rogue Friday, I went to I didn't do the midnight on Rogue Friday. I did Friday morning and walked into Toys R Us, or not Toys R Us, Target, got everything I needed.
Yeah.
Last night I went to Target because it was the first time that one of our Targets was doing a midnight release.
Right. There was only 2 locations up here that did the midnight.
Right. Toys R Us and Target.
Right.
And my buddy Josh works in the toy area over there at Target, and he was telling me all about it. Come on down. I get down there. Me and Mike again. We're 7th and 8th in line, and we go in there, and they say there is a limit. They got stuff. They only got half their shipment. The rest of the shipment was going to be there at 1 o'clock in the morning or something.
For the 8 o'clock opening or whatever it was. Yeah.
So we had a 2 single action figure and 2 single pop figure limit. That was it. We could get those, and then if we wanted the Hot Wheels, we could buy as many as we wanted, as long as it was quote unquote within reason.
Right.
So
sure. I would have accepted that at Toys R Us. Honestly, I would have accepted.
And you
that.
kind of get. I don't like it, but you kind of get the 2 and 2 rule because they're trying to control the scalping,
absolutely.
right? Yeah, because somebody can go in there and just do grab everything, throw it in a cart, and go, and people will do that. So I get that, and I respect that. It does suck, but I get it.
I wouldn't mind it though.
At first, I was disappointed. I'm like, well, fuck, I should have gone over to Toys R Us with the other guys. And then Ernie comes screaming around the corner, and he's like, there was nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I went where I went.
Yeah, I remember back in '99 on Phantom Menace one. I remember lining up and tripping out, seeing the old men there, and I'm like, what the hell are they doing here? But they're the Hot Wheel collectors. So,
I hate those guys.
And I remember basically relay racing these guys because I'm in my head. I didn't know any better. In my head, I'm thinking, dang, these guys are going to be collecting too. So running to the shelves and seeing them making a quick right to the Hot Wheels, and me going there and seeing other people just knocking down all the figures into a cart and just picking out what they want, what they want.
Yeah, we kind of did that too a little bit.
Yeah. But last year at Rogue Friday, when I went, more of the satisfaction came from the line talk. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Being in line, I'm sure, I wasn't there last night. I was there in force.
Right. You were there. You were in discussion. You were definitely in discussion.
You were the Force Ghost.
You were the Force Ghost.
Ghost. So You know, and that's the thrill of it now
Yeah.
is the line talking about the toys
Yeah.
and the movie and everything else. And I know you guys saw there had to have been scalpers in line.
You
They're
know,
the-
Sure.
they're the
But,
ones
you know,
that-
actually, they weren't they mostly people were talking to us. Except
Yeah,
for maybe a handful that weren't. Most of them were pretty
They
cool.
didn't
and
get
come
there
up
early.
and get their card. We were giving
Yeah.
out cards and stuff. And
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I do want to take it back just a little bit and say yes. You know, we are complaining about not getting the toys, but that's not really the point of this whole thing. We had a great time standing in line and doing our line talk and conversing with everybody. And like I said,
We
meeting new
met
people.
friends like Bounty Hunter B&B.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
She
exactly.
came over there, and she's a follower on Facebook. We talk, we chat all the time.
Loyal
'Cause
fan.
Again, we
Yeah.
her and I speak on Instagram quite
yeah,
often.
absolutely.
You know, that's freaking awesome. And Gordon Skowski over at Target, we met up over there, and that dude won the big ass Porg. Good
Yeah.
for him, right? And he's on our Instagram.
Yeah.
That's cool when you get to meet people like that, and
That
see
made it
what they
all
win
worth
things.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely made it worth it.
Because remember, I would have been more upset. Remember, I got there low expectations. I just needed Thrawn.
Sure.
Okay. I would have been more upset if I hadn't 2 weeks ago got all my pops. You know,
Right,
and
right.
bought them,
Right.
scanned them all through self checkout as Hera. You know,
Right.
had I not gone to Kohl's randomly after the car accident and found a Porg.
Unreal.
You know, so and they scanned it for me early.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't got all those things, I would have been, I'm sure, more upset had I heard nothing here or even
Yeah.
2 per person.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to consider this
Until.
a bust because of that aspect of our first
Yeah.
half of there, just being
Well-
a part. It felt like we're standing and
Yeah.
going to go see a movie.
And then even I think we learned from it is because after the
Well,
midnight part, because all we had to do
that-
next year would just go in the morning.
Here's the thing, yeah, what it is, it's they're killing it. And I don't know. Again, scalpers to Hasbro to Toys R Us to everything, they're killing it. Midnight, the people that it was supposed to be like a special thing. You sacrifice your day, you go in there, and yeah, people.
That was my whole point.
That's the whole thing, and then they go, just throw them a box, and then when 8 o'clock comes out, let's re-release everything. Just like you said, Scott, with they're getting their main shipment at 1 o'clock. It's like, yeah, you're catering to the masses, but the fans and the guys who are really passionate about it, or just there for the experience, or there for midnight. So how about you make a little effort on their end to accommodate this? Now, it goes all the way back from people ask us, why do you camp out, a day or two before the movie starts? I'm like, because unless you don't join us, you will never know. Like, right? And yeah, we're in there. Like I said, our guys, we were there front line. We had the first 6 spots. We were not going to clean out the place. We had a plan. We were just going to get X amount of figures, and we knew there's people behind us, and that courtesy thing. So for them to just almost, it's like a slap in the face, right? And this whole thing, it's like,
What should have happened was somebody from Toys R Us should have come out and
I
said,
agree.
"Here's what we have.
I agree.
If this does not work for you, here's your opportunity to go
Yeah.
elsewhere."
They
You know, that's what
let
should have
us in, and this is what what Boot was saying. They let us in. We did our thing. We're coming back, and employees just stood there smirking at it, like haha, look at these assholes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it felt like when I hit that corner and that dude
Yeah.
said that. Because I was looking at the end caps, looking at everything, and all I see is the old stuff that's been there for a while. And again, I recognize that, and I don't even collect. I hardly ever go to Toys R Us.
Right. Yeah.
I get my pops when I get my pops. I get them online. I do all that. I hardly ever go in and find anything.
Yeah.
But that dude was just smirking like I'm some ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get a figure.
Hey man, it's for the experience, but yeah.
This afternoon, I go over to Toys R Us just to see what you guys saw last
Yeah.
night. And there's that manager that works there, tall, skinny, bald guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I didn't see you last night." I said, "I'm not going to go in there. I wasn't going to be here wasting my time with you guys."
Yeah.
He's
So
like,
tell him
"What?"
I have a Zuvio.
He's like, I know, right? well, what do you mean? And I said, I had guys who were here. They were the first 6 people in line. They left empty-handed because you guys didn't have the product. We've got plenty of product.
Of course they
Yeah,
do.
Hot
I'm-
Wheels and
I'm
Nerf
look-
guns.
I'm
Go
looking
ahead.
at the pegs, and they've got 4-inch figures, which I assume they didn't put out yesterday.
They had some.
Did
they had
they?
some,
Okay.
but it wasn't like overwhelming. Like in
Right.
the past.
It
Maybe
was like 3 pegs maybe, and it wasn't
Okay.
anything.
2-3 deep.
Well, they restocked this morning with
Okay.
other things.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
he said, "Yeah, we got a box of Black Series this morning."
A box?
Yeah, a box, a case. I'm
So like I said, it's so from the employees anyway, if Target employees or any store is going to tell you, we got our shipment right after you left. So this tells me, go ahead, Mike.
I'm saying when you advertise Force Friday,
Yes.
and you're saying that you're going to open up the store right. You're going to say that the store is opening up at midnight.
Yeah.
And you've got faithful fans of Star Wars and toy collectors that are in line ready to do this, and you've got nothing to show for. I was completely disappointed.
Yeah, it was
Do you,
heartbreaking.
do you
to
think
say
they're
the least.
Ball
tired of us? Period. Did
They
them?
sent
yeah,
Jeffrey
yeah.
the
Long
fucking
time.
giraffe
Long time.
out there.
Yeah.
Come on, it's a big shindig if you send Jeffrey the giraffe out
They
there.
hyped this like
here's
crazy.
The thing. We're a bunch of old guys that we're
40s.
we're in our 40s.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they don't give a shit about the 40-year-olds.
No.
I mean, honestly.
Well, like we said,
I
when we
find
saw
it
Jeffrey
deteriorating
the draft dressed up and started coming out,
Yeah.
we're sitting there going, dude, there's like one kid here.
Yeah.
That's what I was laughing at. I'm like, here we go. We're gonna deal with Jeffrey's gonna come out here and
Yeah.
see this dude right there, that little kid right there.
Yeah,
And
but
that kid didn't get nothing either. He followed us to Target. He went to Target and asked there. He's like, is there anything in there?
Yeah.
Nah, Chief, not really.
Obviously, there is a supply and demand here.
Yeah.
No matter what, if they don't like it, that's their problem.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a supply and demand. We are there. We're ready to spend money for this, and
Absolutely.
we're ready to get on.
Yeah,
going on
you don't
this,
have
okay?
to like us. We're just
We
gonna
are-
buy stuff.
We are
Yeah.
the same guys that are standing on for the movie too.
And we're the same guys who have been standing in line since 1999.
Absolutely.
And earlier,
Yeah.
we've grown up going to these movies, getting these toys.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we keep coming back.
Exactly.
And,
And
if
I-
you can't provide it.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
the high desert up here where we're at in high desert, California, there is a big scalper problem here.
Oh, yeah.
Just to the fact, like a week before this whole Force Friday came up, you go on eBay, and I'm not saying this came from this area, but just in general, you see every figure there. Oh, available September 1st, the $80. I mean, just going down the list. I'm
Some
sitting
bullshit
there.
right
Those are
there.
the employees right there because they're the ones taking the pics, putting it on, and that is very heartbreaking because we're like I said. Take it for what it is. They're toys, right? We can
Right.
we
We're
went
old
on
men
Amazon
bitching
and bought
about
everything
toys.
we wanted. And
Yeah.
that's the saying. I'm not going to sit back and feel sorry for these chains anymore that Amazon is taking over. Walmart's taking over. There's a reason, okay? They are actually going, hey, they want to buy from us. We want to sell to them. We're not going, we're not going to play games with them like this other ones seem to be. And Hasbro is at fault too.
Hasbro's
because generating
absolutely
this
at
supply
fault.
and demand, especially with the Black Series, it's dangerous.
Their distribution is so bad. I
Yeah.
mean, just look at the 40th anniversary.
That's
debacle.
what. Yeah, I was going to
mean,
bring that up. Yeah.
It just.
Oh, we're going to stop doing it.
What?
We still want to buy some.
There are people frothing at the mouth looking still for R2D2 and Han Solo, and those figures are gone.
Yeah.
They're long gone, and they've got. I
Vader
don't
for
even
$10
know.
now.
Dude, today,
And then
today at
repackage
work,
his ass.
okay, today I work at Fort Irwin, and there's a GameStop there for the city, for the public. They got two GameStops. They got one for the soldiers
Okay,
and one
yeah.
for the regular people that live on base.
The civvies.
So I went in there. This guy said, "Oh, I gotta," he said he had to go and get some kind of game for his wife. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and see what they got because I totally forgot. Hey, it's Force Friday. I'm gonna go in there and check and see what they got. They had this little table set up.
Yeah.
With a bunch of with a bunch of pops, but I already knew you had most of them. They had one Ray, and I was gonna get it, but I was like, I forgot that you had told me you got me one. And they had one Stormtrooper, and I was like, come on, man, really? This is what Force Friday, and this is what you got.
Yeah.
So then I look behind the counter, and they have one Jawa.
40th anniversary.
40th anniversary Jawa behind all this other stuff, and I was like,
Where
oh,
was that
shit.
hiding the whole time?
So I get to the
returned
counter, and he goes, yeah, can I help you? I go, you guys selling that Jawa? And he looked at it, and you could tell he stuttered a little bit. And he's all like, yeah. I go, it's mine. I want to buy it.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. So he gets it, and you could tell he had hesitance
Yeah.
to do it.
And
That's the shit I'm talking about, dude. And that's the shit I'm talking about.
We're not in a comic shop here. Like, is
these
that for sale?
employees, yeah,
They have their
these
stuff in there.
employees,
you
but
know.
the thing is, you could tell he was hiding it for somebody,
Yeah.
or it was put away
When we
because
talk-
it was out of the public's eye.
Yeah.
So I got it, called you guys, told you guys, hey, I found me a Jawa, but all the stuff that's supposed to be new was like, it was pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Like Force Friday, okay, it's a huge, like, not media type thing, but it's a huge.
Well, it is,
To
yeah.
some extent, yeah, it is.
It's a huge advertisement, right?
It's like the first announcement to the general
Yeah.
public that a new
This is
Star
the
Wars movie is
floodgates
coming
we've been
out.
talking about.
How are
every
you going to
podcast.
have a huge event like this if you're Toys R Us
Yeah.
and say we only have one box for you guys?
One
Toys
box.
is in your name, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
One box for you guys.
And
how,
yeah.
how are you gonna look at all those people in line, especially the first 6 in line,
Yeah.
that have been there and you've seen them there since 7 o'clock, knowing you only got one box.
Yeah. And still can say, oh, here, come on in with a straight face.
Honestly, if I was an employee there and I love Star Wars the way I do, and I looked outside and I saw the 150 fans that are out there ready to buy some toys, and knowing what I put on the shelf, helped put on the shelf, I'd have quit that night. Honestly, how could I? How
Or
can I
walk
stand,
outside real fast.
How
There
can I
you go.
stand behind Toys R Us and sell things that were sold last year, the Force Awakens toys, and not give releases to the brand new stuff that everybody's gonna want?
Yeah.
And you know what?
Zuvio's gonna be there till they put him in a movie.
I don't want to come off sounding like a whiny bitch, but if it keeps going like this,
Yeah.
I am going to
No,
go to Amazon.
Joey, this is
I am going to
like
go to
if-
Amazon and just order.
Yeah,
it there.
we were on Instagram last night. It wasn't just here. It was.
Oh, no.
It seemed like it was midnight releases all around. Some stores got like way too much, and some stores got none.
No,
And
dude, I'm
yeah.
seeing on Instagram all day long at work, dude. I'm seeing on Instagram people. Look at my haul.
Yeah, but
Look
that was
what I
very
got.
that was way outnumbered. That was way outnumbered by
those
the I got
were-
fucked.
Those were
ones.
like
It
8
was
o'clock
way
in the
out.
morning
I
ones,
see
right? Those
Scott's
weren't
haul.
midnight.
I'm like, look, they're out there.
He got all his this
They're
morning
out there,
though.
but it's like there's
Yeah.
the certain stores that we usually go to that you know what they're doing,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Marco,
yeah.
I understand. Yes, he did get it on the Friday of, but like you opened your doors at 12. I'm talking flood your damn store with
that's what the biggest
aisles and
complaint
aisles
is.
of
Yeah,
these figs
I
that
get
we'll
it.
want, and you're gonna sell them. And
This
okay,
is-
if you
yeah.
don't, if you got to clean them up in the morning and you got to get ready for the next flood,
Hey.
that's fine. Do that. That's your job.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do for them is forget the midnight piece. Not just us, right? We'll
Yeah,
forget it.
absolutely.
Exactly.
But just let all the stores open at regular times and everybody flood through them because they all open at different times, right? Toys R
Yeah.
Us is going to open at 10.
Right.
Target opens at 8. Walmart opens at 5 or 6, right? Or
Yeah.
they all open different times. Kohl's opens at late.
Yeah.
GameStop.
that's
They're
what
all
makes it
different
more
times. We can just
fun.
go bounce.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's
everybody
what I did
opens.
this morning. That's how I got what I
Exactly.
what I got. I went to every damn store in this desert to find
Yeah.
what I found.
And that's the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
That's what we as collectors live for.
Sure.
We
So
learn-
that's probably the better
live for
bet
the thrill of the
anyway,
hunt.
as
Yeah.
Scott proved out right
Well,
there, right?
This is the second time we've come to this podcast with a lackluster event. The last one was the D23 with the hype was all the stuff was going to happen and then nothing happened.
Right.
And Force Friday, all the stuff doesn't happen and then nothing happened. So we own that. We hype it ourselves, right?
Yep.
We own that to ourselves. And say,
You're
hey guys,
right. You're right.
we apologize that we overhyped it and whatever.
And,
there was another overhype here.
Yeah,
though, coming into
let's say
this.
that
So
because the internet was ablaze, ablaze with, we're gonna get a trailer on
Yeah.
August 31st. Oh, everybody was just so sure it's confirmed, like a fucking Kenobi film, right? Confirmed, it's coming. Then Mr. Mike Zero comes on. My sources, so I can't even do it as slow as him. my sources tell me that we're gonna get a trailer, but it's not a second trailer. It's trailer B, and it's gonna be the entire trailer we saw, but with extra scenes.
Yeah.
And that's confirmed. That's Mike Zero.
He had the
Mike-
scenes down to a T and everything that's going on. So
Yeah.
we're like, okay, well, that was
I trusted
August
it.
31st.
And damn it, I
Trusted
trusted
sources.
it. And I even put it on Instagram, right? And I said,
Yeah.
it looks like we're getting, but I clowned it saying, we're going to get a trailer, but it's trailer B. But at least we'll have something to talk
Hey,
about.
something, right?
Anything's better than nothing.
Three
Yeah.
new scenes is cool for me.
Sure.
I'm cool. We can theory craft all day on 3 fucking scenes. We can get 3 episodes.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that. But then what happens? Not a damn thing. And again, it would have been a genius move. And I get why everybody thought it. Right?
Yeah.
We're all a bunch of marketing majors, obviously.
Yeah, right.
I actually was, and then
Yeah, see?
I bought into it.
Okay.
Because what better fucking day to put out a trailer than do it?
Perfect.
Do it 3 o'clock of that afternoon, right?
Three
Give
and a
a
half months
give,
away.
Give us time to watch it 18 times.
Yeah.
And then get in the line. Then we'll
Yeah.
all watch it again, talk about it, and get this thing hyped up. But no, we can't even do that. But again, remember,
Yeah.
let me go back in time a minute. I don't care that I'm going to get a trailer.
Well,
why
that's
do we
our
keep
personal
hyping
thing.
it
But
up
the
and-
biggest gripe here,
and
Chris,
all
is
you-
the takeaway from this is
Yeah.
when you come up and make a video of this thing,
Yeah.
is it for clickbait? Because now I'm very disappointed. Like I'm getting where the credibility on certain social media sites out
Yeah.
there are I'm done with, because there's not a follow-up video saying, you know what, it didn't happen, but that was what was going to happen or whatever. Just own it. Like, I'm getting tired of this bait and switch kind of stuff.
Yeah. If you see us post anything, right, message me, message the page, message whoever, and blast us
Yeah.
for it. If I posted something and said it's confirmed, if I didn't say Lucasfilm or
Exactly.
P. Hitty didn't Twitter
Okay,
me,
well, I have a
tweet me
message
myself.
for Mike Zero. Take care now. Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
done, buddy.
make a video of you explaining why you thought the trailer was coming out on August 31st, and make a video saying why it didn't come out,
Explain
and
yourself.
where it is, and how did you get these detailed sources.
Well, it's because his sources heard that he talked about it, so his sources decided to deflect and postpone it a little
yeah,
bit.
so
Oh,
but
come on.
but he just went on like nothing happened.
I can clickbait the fuck out of
course
Instagram,
we can, but that's
Facebook, this
being
thing,
fake. I'm
and it
sorry.
is being fake, and that's what I get
Yeah.
upset about because even this fucking Kenobi thing is driving me nuts. Everybody still.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate to do it, guys. And if you're listening right now and you see me on pages, I do comment quite often about when was this confirmed. Tell me when
Yeah.
what do you want to see in this Kenobi movie? The Kenobi movie. How about that? I want to see it confirmed. Is what I want to see.
Hopefully more than him just sitting in the desert,
Right?
Hey,
because that's
But
what
I-
he should be doing.
Right, but it's still. I mean, this is
We-
still not confirmed. And
Yeah.
the Jabba movie is like a joke to me. Then they
Okay.
talked about Fett. They talked about Yoda. I'm like, hey, 1995 or 2015 call. They want the rumors back.
It was
This
it was
is the
almost
same
like a-
shit that
yeah.
was going 2 years
It was like
ago.
a running joke last week or the last 2 weeks ago when the Obi-Wan, the media went. You notice no word on it now. You
No.
scroll through Instagram, Facebook, nothing on Obi-Wan.
Oh no, no!
Nothing.
Facebook is about a week and a half.
Oh,
late
okay,
on
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
dude. The Jedi Knight Academy, the Star Wars, all
Yeah,
those pages
because
are so weak right
we
now.
came out and said, look, it's not official until it is official. This is rumors. Yeah, it's cool. We could talk. We theory craft what a Kenobi movie would look like. We thought, who can act in it and whatnot. But we said, but we're not getting excited for it until it's on StarWars.com as an
Right.
official announcement.
Or on
But-
somebody's Twitter. I'll take Pablo Hidalgo's Twitter. I'll take Dave Filoni's
Sure.
Twitter. I'll take anything like that. That's all good. If it's on one of the director's tweets, if Mark Hamill tweets it,
Yeah.
I'll take it as gospel. If one of those guys does it,
I mean, even them, they didn't deny, but they didn't confirm. it.
Right.
So
Mark
it's
Hamill
like,
will,
Oh, yeah.
will
wait,
punk your ass
so-
quicker than anybody
Directly
else.
Yeah.
to us, right?
That's right. Because I
Directly
tweeted
to
and I
us.
asked Dave Filoni and Pablo Hidalgo, and damned if Pablo Hidalgo didn't answer me twice.
Yeah.
And I said we need answers here, P Hitty.
Yeah.
I even called him P Hitty.
And he's
Bless
like,
his heart,
hey,
because we're buddies.
Exactly.
Right, and he came back. He's all, you do, but not from me.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Well, that made
Yeah,
my
he's
night,
all,
just so he knows.
Yeah, he goes, you do need answers, but it's not my call. That's
Nah,
what,
not-
yeah,
yeah,
exactly
not
what he says. So
Yeah, I'll be damned.
yeah, and then the Jabba movie, and then
I was walking
everybody
around
was
Dick's
like,
Sporting Goods like a big old smile on my face. This fool's answering me when I'm walking around buying baseball shit.
we are official now. But yeah, so this is gonna seem like a big complaining episode, which it is. We're not gonna lie.
But there's positives too, right? The positive is
Yeah.
So, this is
th-
my
th- we're
episode.
getting the things we're wanting, right? I snuck in and got my pops beforehand.
Sure, man.
I did get the Thrawn. Scott helped me get the Thrawn. Scott made out, right? You got all your stuff online. Mike, did you get
Yeah.
most of your? You got your land speeder.
Yeah, no, I just wanted a couple of
Mike
things.
was there
I got
for
too many
Mike
kiddos.
was we had
Yeah.
fun. We had a.
It was
I
fun.
personally
If my
had a
wife knew
blast.
what she walked
was there
in,
for
she
shits
walked
and
in like
giggles.
2 weeks ago. She's all, "Wow, you have a lot of these pop things." I'm all, yeah. Last time she looked, there was probably 15. There's 104 on there right now. So what the hell is this? Right?
That's so much you talk.
And Joe, you didn't get to go out with us, but you got a couple things. I mean, that was without going out.
Yeah.
You know,
I scored.
So we haven't talked to Ernie all day, and I know Ernie was like disappointed, and I do feel bad for Ernie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's got lots to say.
It was cause here's the problem. We talked about it last night too. I had never seen Ernie so fucking excited about anything in the
Yeah.
chat.
This
We
is
guys,
his
we
thing.
have a Sarlacc chat that goes on all day on Facebook. We just talk to each other within the group, and it's talking shit and nonsense and then sharing things that you guys are talking to us about and getting feedback. We have a constant thing going. It's neat, but Ernie is usually pretty quiet because he's busy. Fucking Thursday,
Page
dude.
of-
This dude
page
was
after
non-stop
page.
sending us pictures, making plans. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? What are we getting? What's the plan?
Right.
I mean, dude, I want Thrawn. What the hell? What do you
Yeah,
want?
yeah.
Here's the plan. What we're gonna do? We're gonna line up early. We're gonna get over
when
there.
we were
We're gonna
there,
get
he
at
was the
6.
same way. Dude was buzzing, handing out our business cards, just
Man.
going wild. And then to go in there and see him heartbroken and then watch him, that son of a bitch
Yeah.
flew to Target, jumped out of his car in the lane,
He nearly
left the
flew
door
there.
open and ran in the door. This
run-
dude was excited.
And I'm standing there at Target with a basket full of stuff, and he just runs around the corner. There's nothing there. What's going on? What's here? What's going on?
yeah, it's like the zombie apocalypse, but for missing toys. Like somebody killed my toys. And
Yeah.
they're
Oh, he
gone.
was pissed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was wild. But and that's
He's
the thing.
pissed because it's out of frustration. It is.
Yeah,
a,
and I get it.
I
I
was.
get it.
Yeah, I wasn't even there.
I
I
know,
was there
Mike
for the
was-
experience, and
yeah.
I wanted, but I was like, it was such a
and
letdown.
it is out of like I
Go
said,
to
it's-
Disneyland and
I
have
almost think. Oh, sorry.
go
ahead.
to Disneyland and have 75% of the rides shut down, and you only get the kiddie rides.
Yeah.
That's a perfect
Uh,
analogy right there.
I almost
Yeah,
think the
that's
toys
perfect.
are bigger than the movie to Ernie, right? And I
Yeah.
wish he was here to talk about this. 'Cause I think
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
almost bigger than that. Like, what would happen if all of a sudden we went? Could you imagine? This happened to me in Avengers, right? And I'll tell you that story later.
Ah.
But anyway, you go in there, and all of a sudden the sound goes out for the first 10 minutes
Oh,
of Star
right.
Wars on opening night at midnight.
Oh, hell no.
Right?
Oh, hell no.
I would lose my mind. That happened in the Adventure Sports at Civic Plaza. I had my baseball teams when we go in force, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got 80 kids in this damn theater,
Yeah.
and I got that manager out there. I said, "You're going to open that theater up. We're going to watch it right now." She said, "We'll give you tickets tomorrow." I got 80 fucking kids in there. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And I said, "Nightmare up." And every one of them stood right up. I said, "Get in that theater." And we walked to the next theater, and they put it in there for us. It was, but could you imagine that happening in Star Wars? So I would be brokenhearted, pissed off. So I get what Ernie's feeling.
Sure.
I get that. And just
we
'cause-
all were feeling it yesterday.
yeah,
We
but it
really
wasn't to
were.
that point.
Yeah,
That dude was. I know, Ernie, you don't listen to this show, but if you ever happen to listen, you know
No, he is.
It's your show. He listened one time to this show. He's like, "Oh, guys, we're pretty good." Yeah. Welcome to the show, Ernie.
Welcome to the
What
show,
hell?
Ernie. Thanks for listening. No, it's just his passion just runs through him. I mean,
Good for
you've
him.
guys seen his house. I mean,
Yeah.
that's his gig, and so somebody being so heartbroken.
Yeah,
I saw it for the first time. I was like, yeah, wow,
Yeah.
he's just hating life right
But
now.
you know what? God
Yeah.
bless Amazon.
Yeah,
That's
They're
what
not-
I'm
If they're not in the
saying.
store,
Yeah.
if they're not in the store, there's no reason to cry about it. You just
it's
it's
yeah.
good
Just go
right
to
now.
Amazon.
Now, in a month
Yeah.
on Amazon, it might
Yeah.
not be great when people start,
Yeah, so-
reselling them.
But the thing is, if you go to Force Friday and whatever you're looking for is not there,
Yep.
go home from that store and go on Amazon,
Yeah.
and it's the same price.
I'm with you. No. I'm with you, but I felt the excitement of people
Yeah.
rushing. I was rushing just because I wanted to see what they had, and,
Yeah.
I was rushing, and I had that excitement. So I get the thrill of the hunt. He's addicted to
Yeah.
the chase.
Yeah,
right.
about
so
80% of
Scott,
it
you
is
can
the thrill of
probably
the
vouch
hunt.
for this. He's addicted to the chase.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. So like when it comes to like whatever you give your heart to, that's what your life
Yeah.
is, and so that like I said on the like Chris was saying on the feed, he came alive. Like he was literally. It
Yeah.
felt like he was pulling us through the screen to listen to what he had to say.
Yeah, I've never thought, "Damn, Ernie is going off," or "Ernie needs to stop." You'd never felt that.
Yeah. No, it's a disappointment, and it's gonna make it easier for us to stop going physically to
Yeah,
stores
not a
and do
problem.
stuff. And hey, you want it? Boom, get it online.
I'm never going to midnight again.
Yeah, this is it.
That was it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
done.
like I said, if it wasn't for the community coming out and having something to come out with too, and everything and talk about whatever, I would have stayed home too.
But here's the thing. Okay, so you quit midnight. What's to say you don't start an 8 a.m. show?
Yeah.
Why
Oh, we're
not?
gonna.
Why
That's
not
the
have a
plan.
lineup? Of
Hey,
3 or 4 hours ahead of
That's
time.
exactly what we're
I
gonna
think
do.
it's a great idea.
Exactly.
Was there
I'll be
were there
there.
lines there at the openings of those stores?
No,
Oh Jesus!
no.
Yeah.
If I decided to go to another Force Friday, it would be specifically to go and interact and
Yeah.
do the line talk.
Honestly, Boot, like you weren't there. You were there in spirit. That was the greatest experience, was having to meet the fans and get to interact with people, talk about the things that everybody was after. And so I really wish you were there. We missed you. But that was one of the best experiences.
Yeah, it made
was
the
going
time
out
fly
there,
and it,
flying the colors.
I'd get in line, talk with everybody, and right when they open the doors, I'd pack my shit and go home.
See, hey,
You know
and can
something?
Go to Amazon and order my
to
shit
that
on
point,
Amazon.
Normal Force Fridays, we don't do that. We don't chat. We don't have people around us talking to us, right?
Right.
Coming to us. How different is it going to be? Let's change this to
We-
the movie. How different is it going to be in this movie this time?
You rolled
Yeah.
up right when we had a full crowd of people around
I
us
sure
talking
did.
to us about
I
we
missed
had-
Bounty Hunter B&B almost. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
right.
and that's what I knew she was going to be there.
the
Yeah.
saber wielder or do you have a
Jim.
card?
Jim from what
Saber
was it?
Guild.
Saber Guild. Yeah, he was cool. He came up to us, and they do like lightsaber battles and whatnot, almost like 501st, but more Jedi and choreographing, or just real. I guess they really hit each other. So
That's pretty
no,
cool.
yeah, he came up. He was cool, man. And again, he was just like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm here for this. I'm here for this line mainly. He goes, there's toys in there. Cool. I might get something. I might not. And that's one thing I wanted to bring up too, and I know wanted to stress is like everybody who was in line with us, we didn't grab everything, we didn't grab anything. So don't the Toys R Us had nothing to.
I think
to
they
grab,
saw us.
so.
'Cause I know they saw me
Yeah.
coming out empty-handed because they were like, "He has nothing."
Nothing. Yeah, they were asking us, "What are you guys going? We're out of here to have nothing."
Yeah.
And that was just, I hate saying that to people, especially like, it
Because
is
you're
Toys
going to kill their fun. When they see you coming out with nothing, it's
Yeah.
like, it goes double edge, right? You come out with nothing, it's like, oh, shit. You come out with a bunch, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
took
yeah.
everything. There's
So-
what makes it happy.
Okay, so you're not doing the Midnight Madness anymore for Force Friday or anything like that, but you are going to go and you're going to start setting up in front
Absolutely.
of the movie before the movie starts.
yeah.
right?
That's
That'll
never
never
gonna
stop.
stop.
So I was gonna go with my comic shop, which
There
is
you
now
go.
closed.
Closed
So
down.
now
Right.
I gotta go, find another place. So wherever you guys are gonna be,
Civic
do
Plaza.
it.
I'll be there.
Hesperia,
Let's do
that's
it.
our theater
do
for
it.
for episode 8, Civic
Awesome.
Plaza Theater.
I was
But
going to ask
tickets
you about
go-
that later. If
yeah.
somebody took that over or
Hey,
they
we
just
we
dumped
might
it,
even
right?
have enough to buy the whole theater. that
Yeah,
one
we're
show, you know? If you-
we're gonna take a look at it. I mean, honestly, okay, guys. Special shout outs to everybody that followed us last night, that came on here, even today. That medicine line grabbed a card. You started following us. Shout out to you guys because our numbers were growing outstandingly from last night to today, and so a special shout out. We appreciate that.
Definitely. So.
All right.
Kind of a disappointed Force Friday. This is we're recording this in the evening time, so it is. Oh, it's over.
It's done.
It's
Well,
done.
It's
and
even more disappointing when you have to work and you can't even be there. dude.
yeah.
So let's check
And
out.
yeah.
Let's talk about a couple of those toys then. Since we're here, and let's
Sure.
talk about some of the deep dive on that.
Yeah.
So let's look at first. I'm going to talk about the thing we saw. A couple of Luke things, right? We noticed the Luke pop.
Okay.
Okay.
There's actually
Open that up the other day, and I posted that and how it's not. That pop is freaking detailed,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of stuff on there. You notice he has 2 sticks now, a metal stick and a wood.
See the little crystal or something.
the
that's
little
hanging from
crystal
his
on
nose?
it.
That looks
What
like
color
a
crystal is
red
it?
Okay, I took a picture of that and posted it.
Yeah.
Instagram got lots of love on it. I put it on Reddit. My mistake. I will never put another thing on Reddit in my life. I got just blasted for it not being a professional, perfectly focused.
Oh, fuck those
Dude,
people.
Yeah.
his chin is in the way. How the hell's it going to get focused? I'm using my damn phone.
Yeah.
And God forbid I did put at Sarlacc Digest on it. Oh my God! I went. It was worse than Facebook, dude. I'm like, I'm done posting on Reddit. I'm just here for the fun. I'm just here to read.
Yeah. What Chris is saying, it was the old man Luke from
Okay.
the Last Jedi.
Right,
pop.
the new pop.
And pay
the brown
attention
and
to these
black.
pops. Yeah.
So check it out. So
Yeah.
we'll start with the 2 sticks. He's got his walking stick that we all saw. It's on his backpack.
Yeah.
So then he's got the metal thing, which I hear is like a electric prod. So I don't know if the porgs bug him or he uses it for something else. Or
I would love it.
He's like, back the fuck up, porg. Dude, if he zaps those guys, I'll.
Still caretakers. You gotta go do this.
Yes. The Force nuns, Maz's grandparents.
Right. The Force.
Right. So that's got that going. He's got this. Supposedly he's got some kind of compass, like points him to some sort of. Well, obviously, compass just points you a direction, but it's some kind of Force compass.
Okay.
That helps him in define the temples.
Okay.
That's what.
He's not just going to follow the midichlorians?
No.
right.
He keeps those in his pocket.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things. He's obviously got a cantina, or a canteen. Sorry, canteen. Not
Hey,
cantina.
Jedi,
It's a whole
get
damn
thirsty?
cantina. But he's got a canteen in his back. All this, no lightsaber again. Obviously, but he's got a backpack, so it could be in there.
Well, he's in Ireland, so that thing's filled with whiskey. You know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it is.
Well,
I'm sure it is.
my theory is that
But-
staff is his saber.
I'm
Somehow,
hoping.
some it's hidden in there.
Now, the coolest thing that Scott mentioned there was around his neck, and you didn't look at it
Yes.
at first when you see it. It's very, very lightly painted, but when you pull it out and you look at it, you're like, son of a bitch. He does have this thing tied around his neck, and it's a little necklace with a just a red shard.
Think Jin or so. She had the white kyber
Yep.
crystal.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
Luke, in theory, from this pop, has a red kyber crystal, and why would he have a red kyber crystal? It might be Vader's.
So here we go. And
So-
here's why it might be Vader's, and here's why. 'Cause
but
we don't
Vader
want-
lost his saber down the shaft
No,
too. Yes.
right.
Well, we assume that.
No, he did. It felt he got his hand chopped off. It went down. Now Luke's saber, his green saber, he tossed it.
Yeah.
We don't know if because my whole thing is go back and Return of the Jedi and see if Luke had his saber when he was burning
He did.
Vader's.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the
so
end
he was walking in
celebration.
the Ewok.
Yeah.
So he got his saber, but Vader's saber. Now again, it could be something people were not paying attention.
And they
to
could retcon something. They could change anything. There was a ledge there.
Hey, well, here's the thing: if Maz Kanata got
Luke's
saber that was flowing through a gas planet, the Death Star blew up, and
Oh, well,
so
in,
Vader's
wait,
saber's
no,
out there too.
in Aftermath, they talk about finding his saber. And is this really his? Is this
Well,
really his?
yes.
It was
you're
alluded
right.
to, but they also left it,
It was-
open there. It couldn't be. But here's the deal. Here's why it's the connection.
Yeah.
Because I don't like
Go
to
ahead.
theory crap without something. Kylo's blade we know is all fucked up. Right, and it's
like a handmade
it's unstable.
thing. Yeah.
And it's not 3 blades; those are 2 vents because
Correct.
because he has a jacked up crystal.
Correct.
This is only a little bit he had that Luke has. This is a shard from that crystal. This
Gotcha.
is they're connected.
So
Okay,
so
okay.
so
Yeah.
I can dig that.
I think
Kylo's
he has a
crystal-
chip of Kylo's
It's not
crystal.
enough, so it's over. Yeah,
Yeah,
unstable.
so it's shooting off crazy.
Sort of
here,
like
and
the
he's got
Dark
these
Crystal.
vents.
He's got a shard, just like the Dark Crystal.
Dark crystal. That's
Exactly,
right. He's
exactly.
a Skeksis.
So maybe that what was it? The Force Awakens leaked script with the Vader's or a saber flying through space with a hand attached to it.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I was dreading that. I really.
But
didn't
it was
want that.
legit. That's what's sad.
I know.
Yeah.
Right, that's
I know.
scary.
Yeah, so maybe they could do the whole thing where Vader's saber did fall down the shaft with his arm, with his mechanical hand though.
And it's flying through space, but it's flying through space that it's lit up, so it's actually just kind of just chopping shit in half.
Yeah, it's just
The aftermath.
Well,
of
that's a
the Death
good. I
Star
like
was
that
messed.
there. How that crystal was split and Luke has one and
And it's reminding him, or he's waiting to use it. Something
well,
to
he's
that
collect,
effect.
he's got his mask, and again, how did he get his mask? Where did he get his mask? Yes, in the aftermath books, there is the acolytes out
Yep.
there, and there was a scene in there where somebody was selling, I think, to an acolyte. This is is it really the Sith Lord's saber? It was insinuating it was Vader's saber.
That was in the first aftermath novel.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then-
they never went back.
No,
to it.
it was one
And
of
the young
interludes,
and the young people even kind of fought over it and got killed. You know, it was who was
Correct.
going to wield this saber.
Correct. So I like that actually.
Yeah, me
That's
too. And
pretty
they,
cool.
they obviously use all that stuff for a reason. Right? There's a reason. There's dark
Right.
side collectors,
Right.
the acolytes, all this stuff. The acolytes of the beyond, it's called.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're doing it. They're setting us up. If you're reading,
Right.
Again, I say this every podcast. I know it. Guys, if you aren't reading this stuff, you're gonna miss some things when it pops up.
Even the comics. Have you been
Oh
reading
my
the new
God,
Vader
the
comic?
Vader comic
where
is phenomenal.
there are no red kyber crystals. You've got to
Correct.
corrupt a
Yeah.
kyber crystal
You
to
can make
make
it
it
bleed.
red.
And you know, okay,
that's
that,
right.
That,
Make it bleed.
Yeah.
That theory's been talking about in here too, in our thing, right? My theory is we don't see Luke's saber right now. This is the other piece. Luke's Black Series right here. We don't have it in here. Has a clip on his side, but he has no lightsaber.
Yes.
There's a space for it.
Oh.
It's because it's not his green saber. I'm telling you guys, he
Right.
had to make another one. And we talked about before how a
fine.
crystal chooses
Correct.
the Jedi like
There's
a wand
30
chooses
years,
a wizard.
There's 30 years of
Right?
it, like this isn't just like Luke destroyed the second death or just after the second Death Star. He didn't just go into exile. It was
Right.
30 years and so yes, he can have all kinds of things that we don't know
Yep.
about
They
yet.
keep
Oh,
saying
oh.
that there's big surprises on that.
And old EU canon, we have no explanation of, or old EU we do with Mace Windu, but now we don't on
Right.
how his is purple. Mace Windu, we've talked about before. He's the darkest Jedi. The dark side.
Well, the
You know,
darkest
he-
Jedi. That's correct. No,
Wow.
that's it.
Wow. Chris.
Yeah.
Man.
We
But
fall
you know
for
what-
that
but you-
every time, man.
Every time,
It is
but
no
you know what I mean.
right
That's
way
why I
to
think
say
that's
it.
why it's purple. I think it's known that it's his second saber, right? And that he had to create the second one that is purple.
Yeah.
I think Luke's is he found a blue crystal, but it's not his, so he has to manipulate it with the Force. But he's learned how to use the dark side, so it's being manipulated, but it's not fully bleeding. And blue plus red equals purple.
You are
We're
going
gonna
with- you're
see
going
this
with the
fool.
purple?
I keep asking
I hope
because some of the folks on Instagram take the pictures and they add in a lightsaber. I'm like, can you do a purple one for me? Oh
Yeah.
shit, who is that that does that? I just lost my train. But anyway, he said I'll do a purple one for you. And I'm like, there you go. Just do it purple because that's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
And when he does that, and I know people on Instagram and Reddit don't buy into this, okay? Because they're like, well, you have to explain that. It takes 20 seconds, and they're going to do flashbacks. It does not that hard to explain a purple saber.
It's easy.
No,
Um,
yeah, and I think we are going to get some major flashbacks. I mean, if you can,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
well, there was a reason why I said that because of the tops.
Yeah, we won't go. That's,
Nah.
that's too. That's
Yeah.
too specific.
No,
too specific.
Mike. No.
Too
Bad Mike.
specific.
If you don't want to know what Mike's talking about, go
But-
to our Instagram page. There is a spoiler thing that we
Yeah.
had
Yeah,
did.
if you
gotta swipe it.
You gotta
and
swipe. You gotta swipe left.
Yeah, there's some tops trading cards are.
Come on,
revealing
live
a lot
life on the
more
wild side and read it.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a couple, we got a couple of spoiler things to do right now. It's the
Yeah, there's
the
some
Smuggler's Bounty Jedi pop and that going
Yeah.
on right now. So we do try to be respectful, guys. 'Cause we know that not everybody wants spoilers. So on the page we do put a spoiler warning and make you swipe to see
this
it.
is a little bit
And
of
I
a spoiler,
appreciate
but
that.
what is interesting that I heard, I'm going to say it. It's nothing like official or leaked, whatever. But there were some speculations that this movie is going to bridge a gap from Empire and Return. So not after Return. You know, those two that in there. There's some bridging there.
Right.
So there's some flashbacks. So they're going to really tie in some things that are happening in between our original trilogy. That are maybe have an impact going forward to our characters, so we understand why they're doing something. So that's kind of interesting. I was never mentioned before that. I mean, again, nothing official. It was just something that was a hot topic of conversation.
If they can add that part in the next trailer to show anything that has to do with our old trilogies, that would be another surge to want to watch the trilogies. I mean, that would be a big deal for them to market. I mean, honestly,
I don't
you
think-
need
well-
to listen to what's going on here. I mean, it's like if you put that in the next trailer, I mean, you're going to get a surge of people wanting to buy the movies and the DVDs and whatnot.
I don't care if anybody buys another Star
No,
Wars movie.
I understand that, but I'm just saying. I mean, if you think about it, it's marketing.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I
Michael
don't want new
Stafford.
fans.
Stackford7@gmail.com.
Leave us alone.
Yeah. So go watch Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I kid. Yeah.
Not
I've,
me.
I've got a question. The episode 8 is supposed to take place like immediately following.
Yes.
Right? I mean, they filmed the scene where Luke is like taking the
Correct.
saber.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. But
It might not start that way, but
That's exactly
Yeah.
it, because all Star Wars movies start in space.
Correct.
So if it starts immediately after, what are we talking? Are we talking the First Order comes in and they are fucking shit up after the
Or do we start in a flashback?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Rogue
So
One?
it could be a starting in a flashback.
Okay.
Yeah, Rogue One was starting in a flashback
In space.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It could have just been here and then jump as a jump too. Wasn't a flashback really, but
Right.
anyway, it could start somewhere there or something that's going on, and then we go back into Octu. You know
Well-
what I mean? So
Word on the streets is it starts off with Luke choking a bitch.
yeah.
Wow. He's just gonna look at her and he's gonna go,
Did you say Uncle Luke?
Uncle Luke. He's just gonna look at her and he's gonna go, who the hell are you?
Yeah. Yeah. We all said we wanted him to turn around and say that saber who sent you, and she says Leia sent me, and I want him to go ape because we want Leia to be bad. You know, we had that.
He's
whole,
hiding from
Yeah,
Leia.
yeah,
'cause
like
He's not even gonna
he's not in
say-
exile. He's running
He
from.
won't
her.
even say anything. He's actually gonna look. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna start walking to his cave. That's the move. He's gonna look at her and he's gonna turn around, walk to his cave, and she's gonna follow after him.
and you know
that's
what?
and she's gonna be questioning him and doing the whole thing. I promise you. And he knows who she is. 'Cause
Sure.
that's his daughter.
Makes sense.
No,
That's his
no.
daughter.
But
It's just it is what it is.
But I do. This is why Mark
Ray
Hamill.
Zuvio? Ray Zuvio. It's Zuvio's
It would
daughter.
make him make sense. We'll buy him all off the shelf.
Yeah. You want those toys to fly?
Instant seller right there, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, I lost my train.
Aw,
I lost
man.
my train.
Sorry,
Where the
buddy.
fuck was
Hate
I?
when that
Oh
happens.
no. This
Go
is
ahead.
why Mark Hamill was fundamentally against the way they took Luke.
Yeah.
Because Luke Skywalker, as we know him, is the positive,
Yeah.
light side. Let's go get him and take the Empire on single-handedly.
Sure.
You know, I feel like I'd take the whole Empire on myself. I know what you mean. Right? And now he's going to be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want you. I don't want this fight anymore. You know, I'm too dangerous for it, or it's too dangerous for us, or this is a bad thing. Let's,
Yeah.
you know, this is not how Hamill sees Luke. So fundamentally, I see that's probably right. He probably just turns his back right on her and is like,
Like I said, I
get in
think
your ship and go
I-
after he hugs Chewie.
yeah, I
and
think
R2.
I think the Last Jedi
Kicks a
is
porg.
Yeah. The Last Jedi is all up in the air for me. Where the story can go, because the third installment, Episode 9, is gonna just tie it right back in. So, like I said, you can go nuts. You can make these characters do anything you want because you know you're gonna get the fireworks at the end of Episode 9. Come on, it's not you're gonna everybody dies and
Absolutely.
it was so
well.
There was a I'm doing finger quotes
Sure.
right now. A quote from Mark Hamill saying that this today actually I read that this movie is no longer Luke's story like
Yeah.
it was originally supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know what does it mean.
A lot of people are thinking he's gonna die in this movie. A lot of people are. It's all over.
I don't want. There's two things I don't want. I don't want Luke to die,
Yeah.
just like I didn't want Han Solo to die. Wanting one hand, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then I don't want Luke to go bad.
Well, like I said,
just don't-
like I said, if he went bad, but then came and then reverted back on the next episode,
It'd be the
that'd
Dark
okay, right?
Empire.
No,
comics,
guys,
you
he's
know.
not bad. He's great. It's that whole middle. He's got both sides. He's
Yeah.
got,
Wow.
exactly like
I
how Yoda
absolutely
would have been.
agree.
Yeah, Yoda was the Force, but he dabbled in that, and so he had the understanding of both sides. That's what made
Yeah.
him so powerful. But he was able to really come and collectively be a force for the Jedis. And so that being said, Luke is I think he's got he's got his ducks in order, but he's not really ready for this war. Porgs, yeah, porgs in
Hey,
order.
don't bring this back to Earth.
And
Well, hey, they're sitting ducks,
they
right?
are
If we get
sitting
out here,
ducks.
we're gonna
They're
be
sitting
ducks.
porgs.
Yeah, we'll change it to porgs now. What the fuck is a duck?
And so he's got it all in order. He's just we obviously know he's dealing with
He's
some guilt
distracted.
and Ray
from
coming
the galaxy,
down, right?
from
Yeah,
everything.
So him being alone, he's probably dealing with a bunch of weird things that are happening, and him possibly talking to the the Force ghosts, and so that's another hope for us. But I don't know.
Mm?
He's not gonna
Yeah.
go. He's definitely not gonna go dark.
Now something
Ray
else
will.
on
No.
Octu here. Dave Melendez on Instagram
Yes.
brought up today about the porgs,
Yeah.
right? And we just see them as these cutesy little fartsy things, and they're gonna
Really sharp teeth.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And they're all all these look sad, but anyway,
Right, they do.
they're on R2 and they're on Chewie and all this, but what if they're actually there for a reason? They're not just there to be cute.
Right.
Back in the Thrawn era, the old EU, they had the Salamari, and those would protect Thrawn from Force users, basically a Force shield,
Right.
a Force field around him. What if these are protecting Luke and keeping people from sensing Luke? And that's what these.
If you want to be hidden and you know
Yeah.
these creatures can do that, then yeah, you
and
would.
that's why they're there in this area. And that's this island is their breeding ground, and they're there, and they block it like the Salamari
Sure.
did. So that was a cool thought, I thought, from Dave to bring up. And I was like, shit.
Absolutely.
I already can't stand these things, but the only thing that would save it is if these things came out and started talking like minions, dude. From Despicable Me.
As long as they don't sound
they
like
came
That would
out-
save it for you.
If they came out and started talking like that, I would die laughing.
I
dude.
thought you would just get up and
I
leave.
would no,
if
I
they
would
did
die
that.
laughing if they talked like that, dude. But if they come out like Ewoks, dude, and
No, it's gonna walk up. It's gonna waddle up to Luke, and it's gonna say,
And I
"We
hope
think
I
it's
hope
a
Luke
big bad Bombay Jedi."
I hope Luke field goals that thing, dude, and just
Anybody realize how much they look like Grumpy Cat?
They do.
They do. They look like
do.
Grumpy Cat. We need 2 pictures. Grumpy Cat and a porg right
Yeah.
next to each other.
I'll do it later.
I already can't stand those.
I don't know,
things,
Joe. I was with you when they first ever announced, and again, I said this last time. I have done a 180 on it, and again, it's that one scene with the Porg and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon,
yeah.
and everything's red and everything, and that look on it, and like
Panic.
yeah, and,
The
and
last
we always
Porg, I'm
we always
saying.
thought the Porg was going to be Chewie's service dog, because of
Right.
Han not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
laugh, but that's,
Chewie needs his own Chewie. So
Yeah.
he's,
that's his
calms Chewie
co-pilot.
down.
But I'm telling you, that red right there is an explosion on
pit.
Octu. It's all burning down. That is the last.
Speaking
Porg.
of Chewie, though, this is what I do want out of Last Jedi, and I don't have a lot of, I want Chewie to go ape. I want him to. He's lost Han. Yeah, he's gonna go into his moods, but if there ever comes to battle, I want him to be just, terrorite, like punching through things and ripping arms out. I want him
Coming
to go.
after
I
Kylo.
do. Yes, especially anything First Order. I want him just to lose it and uncontrollable. It makes sense that way.
Or would he be going after Snoke because he did what? Because this is Ben to him. This isn't Kylo to Chewie.
Yeah, but
This
he
is
tried to
Ben.
kill him when he stabbed Han, and you know what I mean. He shot him, so I think
Well, he
he's
shot him
just-
in the gut. He could have shot him in the head.
True.
This
That's a
is
far
Chewie.
shot though, even for Chewie.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're
anyway,
right.
I just don't want him just to be moping around this whole thing, and I want him
Oh,
to
no.
go.
Yeah.
I really do. I want a Wookiee rage.
If
Chewie.
anybody's gonna
Right.
go
Yeah.
out, I think it will be Chewie. Okay, before Episode 7 came out and all the trailers, I swore it was gonna be Chewie in that room saving everybody, and he was gonna. I get choked up right now
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about Chewie dying in that scene. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right, I thought he was gonna save everybody, block out the door,
Blaze
put the
of glory,
explosives
just-
up,
yeah.
and go out. Even when it was happening, I'm like, here goes Chewie, here goes Chewie. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I really didn't think they were gonna kill Han. I thought Chewie was toast.
Well,
oh no, I knew
know.
Han was gone.
oh
yeah.
man,
Harrison.
I
Ford
knew
wanted
Han
out.
knew
was
he
gone
was.
the day Harrison Ford signed up to do Force
But I
Awakens.
thought he might
Yeah.
make it to the next one. But I thought Chewie was going to save everybody, and it was going
Yeah.
to be this. That might be it here.
No,
I
but
don't think
that-
they can kill Hamill.
That drove me out of the books, though. Whenever Chewie
Yeah.
died,
Yeah.
that was I was like, okay, they killed Chewie, and in the very next book, Han Solo had like a new co-pilot, and it was like
Oh, no.
just a talking Chewie this time. I was like,
Yeah.
what the?
No,
no.
Nope.
You
No,
know,
it makes
but-
sense if
but-
Chewie goes down in a blaze of glory, but I would have been like, in my perfect Star Wars world, both Han and Chewie would die
But
together.
I think
No,
killing a
that's-
character every movie is
That's redundant.
I almost
and
said
that's,
overkill,
That's just,
but
they've
you
done
know,
that.
Yeah.
Don't go.
It is.
I. With that being said, like I think.
and you
I think
have
it's
to
a
and you have to
Skywalker.
take Leia. So you can't kill Skywalker. You
I
can't
think
do
it's the
Luke.
Skywalker lineage that we're still following.
If Luke does die, he's not. I mean, it's going to be the Ben role. He was going to have that supporting, come back as a Force ghost kind of stuff. I mean, then he's not dead.
He's
in a
still
sense,
there.
he's still in every movie, but there is a finale.
Then it'll be a true Jedi Ghost Council.
Yeah. Well, just think about it. Obi-Wan died in A New Hope, but he didn't really die. He was with us in both, the new movies going forward. So you didn't miss him, and you didn't kind of like.
and you heard his voice in the
Yeah,
Force Awakens.
yeah,
too.
exactly. So
yeah.
if they do kill Luke in this movie,
He gets
and
to
he
chill
comes
with his
back,
dad.
yeah. So I mean, it doesn't have to be a
Wreaking
final
Force
thing.
havoc.
But it makes sense that they wouldn't have to kill him later on as the sacrificial hero, saving Kylo or Rey or whatever it is. He's a ghost and he's just helping on. So I mean, I could see them doing that
Yeah.
early on.
But how's a old man Luke gonna be talking to his Force Ghost dad, who's young Hayden Christensen?
I just don't even get me started on that shit. That is Return of the Jedi. When they did that, they
Yeah.
turned Sebastian Shaw. No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sebastian Shaw, and they removed him and put. Oh, fuck that guy.
You know why you do know a theory about that?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
It was because he was still light back then, and
That was the
Yeah.
day he ceased to,
Be a
Anakin
Jedi,
died that
yeah.
day, and so yeah.
But that would be wild. I never really think about that. I could see him talking to Kylo as Anakin. I never really think him talking to Luke as
Right.
Anakin.
Hayden
That's
is
wild. That's
weird.
supposedly
That is
right.
weird.
He's been spotted, and there's a lot of room.
Something
But I
about
think
that
it's
damn tree.
flashbacks. It's
You're
gotta be.
here. We had this discussion last time. Would you be okay with Ewan McGregor taking over Force Ghost Obi-Wan, not CGIing Alec Guinness?
With what they can do now with CGI, I mean, okay, look at, we're going to diverge here a little bit. Look at Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And whenever they took Agent Carter, and she's in the bed, she's dying, she just had dots in her face, and they digitally aged her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can do it, and they can make it look right. So I don't see why not.
And you'd be okay with the voice and everything being a little bit different because I'm okay because
Yeah.
at this
Tarkin
point,
wasn't right on.
No. Oh, he was to me.
Yeah.
But Ewan McGregor to me right now, even if they didn't do as much, right? But it's made him older, makeup and everything else, whatever. Like I said, he's Obi-Wan to me now. It's
Absolutely.
okay. I'd be okay.
He-
I know it's not. I know it's a jump from him to Alec Guinness to him again. But
Yeah.
I can handle it.
He's my Obi-Wan starting with Revenge of the Sith. I don't count those.
Oh,
out.
I was okay with the other ones too. I like Cocky Episode 1. I like
Cocky Episode 1 was okay.
I did.
It was
we'll-
Preachy Episode 2.
We'll handle this.
Yeah.
I like that. Back off. We got him.
But did they really get him?
No. Well,
Exactly.
later, right before A New Hope.
Yeah,
apparently.
no. I think Ewan McGregor makes perfect sense just because he's been intertwined and sewed
Yeah.
into the trilogy, so that would
Since
be
Scott wasn't here last podcast, I just want to get his take. If it
Yeah.
was okay.
No, I'd be totally fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
Just like I hope if they do an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie that they get Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
I know
wouldn't
he
be okay
wants
with
to
anybody
do
else.
it.
Yeah.
Eh.
There's where I wouldn't be okay with a third actor doing
Yeah,
it.
no, not at all.
Because it was hard enough back in 97, 98 when they were talking about it and showing that there is no way they can take Obi-Wan's place. Alec Guinness cannot
Right.
be replaced, blah, blah. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, shit.
They
did
did
it.
I'm okay with Obi-Wan now.
Yeah.
I'm good.
absolutely.
Especially in Revenge of the Sith, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that man held that movie together.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah.
He's the best part of the prequels, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we don't have much news and everything, so we're making do with what we got.
Shit. We've been doing all right.
Yeah,
What's time?
105.
Damn. Sorry, guys. We're checking time here. It's not that big of a deal, right? I mean,
Time check.
you're with us, too. Do we have anything else? We talked about the Porg stuff, right? Will they die? We got all that.
Yeah.
There were some posters that kind of came out. You see, just to mention, are they throwing us off here? Because I know Finn's a spy right now. We've all figured that out from the pop and stuff. He's wearing Imperial gear.
He's not a spy.
Not Imperial, First Order gear.
Yeah, he's not a spy.
What's he doing? Not for them.
He's
for
undercover.
yeah, undercover,
spy
undercover,
for the
sorry,
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah, You made it
resistance.
sound like
Right?
I just find it hard to believe that they won't spot him.
right?
Just saying.
There are millions of them.
No, I know. Well, yeah, but he's kind of special.
No, yeah, no, yeah.
There's more than one.
I know.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head. I don't know what the hell is wrong with
We
you.
just,
lost us,
we just
Mike.
lost about 50.
No.
Is
just
that how
'cause-
they knew it was
No,
FN2187?
that's what
No,
I'm
I know
saying.
who
They
it
just
was.
know. I mean, Kylo. I mean,
Didn't you see him?
They've got an AB report on him. They're waiting. They're waiting to find him.
Kylo didn't sense him. He saw his shoes and knew it was him. That's what. Come on,
Saying
Mike.
any other reason except he was wanted.
But
That's what
hey,
I'm saying.
if you look at these posters, they're leaning. It's not like the other ones. I was trying to look at all the posters before, and you can see very clearly who's light, who's dark, who's on the good side, who's on the. You can see it. You don't see it as well on
No.
these new posters. You don't.
I don't
Finn's
agree
on
with
one's
that.
on the First Order side.
First off, I don't count any of the posters you're talking
don't
about as
agree with
official
that.
posters.
those were marketing posters.
Where did
I
we
got
see
them
them?
same place I got the Chewie and
So they're
Those
like
are
in Targets
in
and
marketings. Yeah.
Okay.
And they
Yeah,
do
they're
that
not the movie posters. They're not going
I
to be in
stand
theaters.
corrected.
They
then.
do that regionally. They do it different for China, for Japan. They do it differently for.
I'm
the
not looking at
States.
U.S. posters.
Well, I understand.
Right,
that, but-
and just seeing him leaning on that side, maybe he could be throwing us off. 'Cause I think they're throwing Dark Luke at us real hard right now.
Sure they are.
Sure.
And I don't think he's going to be dark. I don't
well,
think he's
no,
gonna be
and
dark.
I think it's
he'll
because
know
of the
both
trailer.
sides.
I think it's
but-
because of the first trailer we got. Yeah, that's on everybody's mind. That's what's on
Yeah.
every fanboy's mind is
and that new look we had this week of him looking dark as hell, right? I mean, he looks like he's ready to just start some shit.
Poncho.
So I think they're that one right there. They're pushing
Scott's
him
got it
right
on his
now like
phone.
he's
It's
going to
awesome.
go dark, and he's going to
Nice.
end up not being dark, right? So they might be doing this in the posters too. But you see, even Leia, she's skirting towards the First Order side. I'm telling you, it's
not going bad.
yeah, yes, she is.
Thank you. Scott's on my side. Appreciate that.
You
That's my
finally
new
got
pal.
somebody, but on the dark poster, Luke's on it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
you
sure.
see that, and
Yeah.
that's the weird part. He's in the red,
And he's
dark.
not just on it. He's like
So do you
That's
think
not-
they're just throwing it? No, I'm asking. I think they're throwing curveballs on purpose now, because Johnson,
Red crystal on his chest.
Yeah.
right? Because
podcast.
Ryan Johnson was talking about the toys aren't going to spoil anything. He
Right.
said that this week, right? Any of these toys you get aren't going to spoil anything. We've been through everything with marketing. We've been through with Hasbro. We've been through all the toy manufacturers. It's not going to spoil anything. So I think they're just throwing out stupid shit and hoping we go the wrong way.
I like to agree with you on that, but the last few things and as we said, like the D23 and the marketing of Force
Yeah.
Awakens, I don't think they're that smart anymore.
Well,
Especially whenever Topps releases a bunch of cards that give away like the entire.
Oh my
No,
God.
it wasn't for
Isn't it?
those weren't released though.
Oh, they weren't.
They were leaked.
yeah.
So
And the problem with that was what I did first was before I read that, and I shouldn't have stopped. But we have a podcast, I got to read it.
yeah.
So anyway, on the left side, I'm all, they have like A New Hope, and it follows all the movies. Let's see if this is in order, and if I would have understood it. And I'm all, fuck.
Yeah.
This is directly in order from the beginning, from the trade dispute,
Yeah.
all the way through to the end through Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
holy shit! I just followed Star Wars.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and I'm on.
So-
Here I am, and I'm going to read the
And
Last
that may
Jedi
be
now, and I
something that
did.
last week
Now-
time we said that Ryan Johnson, Mark Hamill said, "Be careful what's out there."
Maybe that's it.
Maybe
Because
that's another
now, mind
thing,
you,
so-
it was nothing as bad as the soundtrack on Episode 1, where
The
Should I
death of
tell that
Qui-
story?
Qui-Gon.
yeah, go ahead, tell that story.
Did
Yeah,
I wonder if I told us on the podcast.
I don't think
but,
you did.
This is why I'm so just against spoilers and stuff like that. But again, this was official summon. I had the soundtrack in my hand, and we thought we were cool going in Episode 1, and we're driving around blasting the soundtrack. So I just happened to take the CD, look behind it, and look at the tracks. And I get to track like 17, and it says Qui-Gon's funeral.
Wasn't it Qui-Gon's Noble End or something like
It
that? Or was it
something
Qui-Gon's
like that?
funeral?
No, I thought it was Funeral of
I-
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And
yeah.
I just
Jesus.
looked at it and just put it down and just I think I was silent for hours after that. I couldn't understand.
Yeah,
that.
we had Johnny
So
Ding
I'm
Dong throwing
very
frisbees, and you're just all
careful.
sullen and.
I was so happy that was just a gut
Aw.
punch. Shut up, Boot.
Well, he was the best part of the
Yeah.
the best actor in that movie.
Hey, I was
Too.
shocked that even Darth Maul died in it. That was still a shocker. But
What are you talking about? He's still walking around with
Spoiler.
robot legs.
oh yeah,
But back
You got-
then-
yeah. But I mean, to see that's what it's like almost equivalent like what Chris saw on the Topps cards. That's why we did put it on Instagram for those of you that love spoilers.
Don't.
But you can swipe left to see it, and or you
It's
can just
there.
ignore it like I do.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't ignore it, and honestly, I'll forget
It's
it
all
after a
right.
week
I
or
mean-
so. I'm getting older,
yeah.
so it's not
Hey,
going to bug me.
hey.
When the movie comes out, it won't mean a damn thing to me. It really won't.
Hype,
You think
hype,
we'll get a-
hype takes over, excitement takes over, and it's over.
And
like
it, didn't
anything
say, and
you
it doesn't
guys,
say anything about anybody's death. It
Yeah.
doesn't do that
Yeah.
this time. So that part is safe. But it gets you
Does
the
it say how Leia goes bad?
maybe.
thanks,
gotta
Scott, 'cause
swipe-
They don't. We know
you
she
gotta
doesn't.
swipe left.
Well,
Okay.
swipe left. She doesn't.
Okay. It says.
right, so anyhow,
who
like-
else is the Dark Princess?
Like and follow us.
So when we are gonna get a trailer, this is my prediction now of an official trailer. December 15th, we'll get this trailer before Star Wars.
It'll be
Before
Oc-
the movie, we're gonna get a trailer of the movie.
My,
we're gonna sit and
my
see.
sources say it'll be October 4th.
Yeah. If we sat there and did it, we're gonna do a video correcting our sources.
Yes.
Okay. I expect
Well-
the Star Wars community to do the same.
Right.
Gonna
And
put
it's
that out there.
and it's everybody, guys. Don't just grab garbage you see on the internet without at least checking a couple of sources before you
Come
fucking
on,
do it.
This is why we don't flip
Every-
it over Obi-Wan
The
movie.
Force Awakens, the second trailer, I remember it came out during Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
October, you
They-
said, right?
Yeah, it was around early October.
Okay.
And so I remember them announcing it the week before the game. They said that they were going to
We had plenty of
Yeah, so
time
they
to
had-
see it. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing with this movie. So I'm saying like maybe later this month or early October will be
Sure.
in.
Only
agree.
football game I've ever recorded in my life and watched multiple times just so I could watch that fucking trailer
Of course.
over and over and
it's,
over
it's
again.
probably going to be a game that's going to probably draw low ratings. So that's usually what they'll do it.
So it's kind of on time with the trailer release.
Like if it's going to be the Browns versus the Rams or something like that. then-
Yeah, but what I'm
Right.
saying is,
or
what,
any Charger game, yeah. Then they'll
Any
probably
Charger
they'll
game,
probably
right.
put it on that game.
what I'm saying is it's sort of on time with when they dropped on the Force Awakens and
Yeah,
and how,
well, that's
yeah.
what they did last year.
Okay.
That's what they did with the last movie.
Okay.
They did it on a Monday Night Football game
Okay.
to where they said, if you want to see the new
Yeah,
trailer,
you know what? I kind of do remember that.
tune in to Monday Night Football. And
And I think you and I were together when we watched for the first time, right?
I can't
During
remember.
the Super Bowl. Anyways, moving on.
All right. No, and
Cool.
I think that was it. I think it's time for shout outs.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. Chris, you got anything going on?
Well, let's just go through everybody here. Oh, besides Phasma is in my mailbox right now. So nobody really talked about the books coming out on Force Force Friday, and there was a bunch of
What
books
books?
that came out.
Oh, comics and stuff.
No, there
Or
was.
the-
Well, Mace Windu came out this week, but oh wait, let's talk about that because I'm pissed.
Oh.
I was so excited for a Mace Windu book, hoping that it was going to give me a little bit of history on Mace Windu pre-Episode 1.
Right.
Motherfuckers writing the Clone Wars. I don't care about Mace Windu during the Clone Wars. I
it's gonna
watched
be-
the Clone Wars.
You think it's gonna have this?
You
mission
had enough of those motherfucking clones and that motherfucking Mace Windu?
motherfucking Snoke's on this motherfucking plane.
With the lightsaber hilt that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
That's it.
But dude, okay, I was so excited. Oh, this is where they're gonna drop the hint on the purple saber. This is where we're gonna learn how to do this.
Yeah.
He has it. I'm completely upset by the
Maybe we're gonna
time.
maybe they're gonna Scorsese it backwards.
Maybe, but so just so you know, right now, I'm pretty pissed about the Mace Windu, and I was excited about it. Not everybody is.
I saw Phasma was released today, and that actually delves
And I have
into
that.
her past
Yep.
too. I mean, it's like her origin, where
Cool.
she came from, and everything.
I read a little bit on what's going on it, and it looks good. So
Good,
I'm
good,
excited.
good.
I'm going to start it tonight before I go
Cool.
to bed.
We'll look forward to some reviews.
By
then
next
coming-
review, I'll have it. I haven't done a book review in a month since
Yeah,
I've been
you
done with
finished
the
them all.
whole canon.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming up. But sorry, I went to do the shout outs right now. I want to say we had our first drawing or not a raffle. Yeah, drawing. We'll work
Yeah,
with drawing.
giveaway. Yeah.
Giveaway. There you go. And we gave out one of the Commander Cody Pops that I was able to get early. And apparently now they're online really easily. But a couple weeks ago, they were not easy to
They
get.
were hard when we got them.
That's what she said. And anyway, we had a drawing, and
done.
thank you guys for jumping in and getting on that. But Boeing fan 787, who we actually shout out last week, ended up winning that. So
Congrats.
congratulations, and he's got it in hand, sent us a message, and then tagged us in a post. So that was very cool.
Congratulations, dude.
Right on.
Congrats.
Right on. And we did mention Gordon there winning the Porg, and just seen him posted, and we were talking about it online. Cryptic Lust, who's been talking to us a lot via message and sending us hints on and clues on where to find toys and what to
Right.
look for. Gabriel Matthews, if you notice, guys, looking at it, he likes everything, man. He's
Yeah.
always on our posts and,
Yeah.
and supports us a lot. Star Wars Warfare for listening to the show. Star Wars Canon and Guy McDude, we always from you guys always have feedback and,
Yep.
and responses. And Kung Fu Jedi and Star Wars HD shots. Have been great, and then Sean Solo's TPX has been a new listener.
Cool.
So hey, if you're out there, thanks guys for all listening, and we appreciate you. And it's a lot of fun. We try to make this more than just a podcast.
Yeah, keep the
and
interaction
more than
coming.
just
We
an
love it.
Instagram, and
Yeah.
that's where we try to push you guys to both, because this is where you hear us talk and hear us go through the bullshit
Yeah.
and hear us figure out Star Wars. We've seen the movie 8 times already. If you guys haven't
Yeah,
figured
right.
it out. Listen to all 11 episodes now. We've figured the movie out. But it's fun to talk with you guys and chat back in Instagram. And you get on there, that's just cool to bring us all together. And even if it's me talking or one of the other guys talking, we put it in the chat when there's something cool going on. Like, hey, look what this is happening. What do you think about this? And we'll go. And I see Marco jumping in the DMs and. And it's cool. And call us out if we screw up. Or we've screwed up.
I'm
plenty.
not afraid. Hey, look, if we said something that didn't happen or didn't come through, just like we overhyped D23, we came back to the episode and said we were wrong. We trusted sources that we'll no longer trust. So, and we love interacting, and we always say, join the discussion. This isn't just a podcast of 5 guys sitting in a room. This is a whole community that we try to get interaction with.
And coming at you as an outsider, part of a different podcast.
Yes.
These guys are badass to follow too.
Thank
You guys, I'm always following your stuff.
Thank you.
I get a lot of information.
Shout
out
out
of
to
you guys.
Scott Kruger for always liking us and shouting us out.
All right, shout out to Scott. And Nerds with Attitude
And
podcast.
Nerds with Attitude,
Nerds with Attitude
definitely.
podcast, yeah.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah, you know what? Thank you very much, Scott, for joining us again.
Thanks for
Again,
having me.
we'll have you on more, of course. It's
love
like I
to
said,
be here.
open
You can
invitation.
go every 2 weeks, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, literally anybody that loves talking Star Wars. I mean, we meet you guys, and it's like a great way to meet new friends and go back and forth and with theories and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah. Joey, you got anything going on this week? Shout outs you want to do?
I'm just seriously buzzed right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you know. Darth Surly is wearing a Ray pin and like a I Love Star Wars Target
Yeah.
pin.
We're
and
trying.
He
We're
is really trying to up his mojo.
Is he
smiling,
trying
too.
or we trying to?
I didn't give it to him.
I love the
I
smile on
think he
Darth
looks.
Surly.
He is buzzed
I'm
because
enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just glad it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah, definitely.
you got a job,
I
but you ain't
have
got
empty
shit to
cup,
do.
so I gotta fill my cup back up.
Nice.
Filleth the cup.
But yeah, I just want to just give a shout out to all the collectors out there that are, we keep ourselves in the loop. There's a group of us that keep ourselves in the loop. You got the Toy Migos, Ernie, Cheney, 80s baby. We all keep each other in the loop, and we all tell each other, hey, we found this here, we got this here.
Yeah.
Shouts out to those guys. But again, to the scalpers, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm serious. If I ever run into one in the line, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Dude.
All right.
Woo!
Scott, where can we find Nerds with Attitude?
You can find us Facebook, Nerds with Attitude Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Nerds with Attitude Podcast. And Twitter is like Nerdy Attitude. That's it. At Nerdy Attitude, and that's it.
Cool. Be
Are
sure to
you
check
buzzed?
those out. Yeah. Mike, you got any shout outs going on today?
No special shout outs. Except to the new fans. What was it? Bounty Hunter B&B.
Oh, she's been around a while.
Right.
She's
So
been
no,
in
just a
a while.
special
Check
shout
out her
again.
Instagram.
that
They're
was
really cool pics that she
super
does,
dope.
yeah.
We appreciate you joining us online and chatting with us. Thanks for the pick and the shout out on Instagram for sure. Guys, like, follow us, subscribe to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now YouTube. You can find us on SoundCloud, the RLU Network. That's rawlivepod.com. Check out Bootleg Joe _760 and the Fallen Fed for anything figures. Also, Toy Migos for all thing figures. We appreciate you guys.
And follow Darth77 for everything sexy.
Boo.
You can edit that.
Ooh.
I'm not editing it.
or
That's
leave
staying in,
that.
Chris.
Sweet.
Hey. The Sarlacc Digest is in no way affiliated with Lucasfilm or Disney. We talk Star Wars, we live Star Wars, we breathe Star Wars. But the trademarks are properties of the respective owners, etc., etc. So, you lose! Good day, sir! I said good day!
Don't interrupt me today.
Oh, you can't say that. We would have let you be. Now it's gonna happen at least twice.
You can't do it twice in a week. You can't double
I
step or
wasn't
triple
gonna
step.
do it at all. I was sitting here getting myself centered and praying. I was ready to go.
No, you
and
can't.
you said that. Fine.
Praying. You pray before a podcast?
Every time.
Awesome.
Dear Yoda.
Please.
Dear Yoda.
Dear Yoda.